So this is a video on the calculator function ANOVA. We have an example here. It is 4 different auto insurance companies along with a set of sample data from each company on a monthly insurance premium. So there were some drivers, they were asked how much do you pay from these 4 companies. And what we want to do, if you can see at the bottom, we're testing the claim that the mean monthly insurance premiums are equal. And so the alternative would be that they are not equal. And ANOVA is what helps us do that. So the first thing we do is go to Stat and then just press Enter. And you want to put each company or each of your, whatever it is that you're talking about, each one should have its own list. So you put the 4 different companies in this case in 4 different lists, double check the numbers, make sure they are right. One wrong number, everything is wrong. So double check them. Once you have as many lists as you need for your ANOVA, you'll go to Stat, over to Tests. Easiest thing is just to press the up arrow. That'll take you down to the bottom of this, and that's right where ANOVA is. So we press Enter, and then you need to tell ANOVA which lists to do ANOVA on. Remember, ANOVA is analysis of variance, and what it's going to find for us is it's taking into account the variance within samples as well as variance between the different samples. So we now put in our list 1 and a comma, and list 2 and a comma, and list 3 and a comma, and then list 4, and then close it up with a parentheses and press Enter. So what we are given here, the main things we need are just the 2 values at the top. So that's important to know because we have a lot of stuff here. But the first value is F, that is your test statistic. That is a measure of strength of your evidence. The next value is the p-value. So this would be used using the p-value method to make a decision. The next value is factor, and there's some values underneath it. And factor is just information about the variance between the samples. If you scroll down, you're given information about the variance within the samples. That's what the error is, variance within the samples. The value at the bottom is a pooled standard deviation, typically nothing you would ever use. The only thing that you would really even use, typically, between the factor and the error is simply the MS factor, and MS error. If you were to take MS factor and divide it by MS error, what you would find is your test statistic, the 2.167. That's where it comes from. So depending on how you do your ANOVA, you can focus on the first 2 values. If you're asked for a little bit more, think about using MS factor and MS error. And that's about all for ANOVA.